Hello everyone, welcome on back to Survival Challenge. Alright, so first things first, I think we'll be getting that field over there replanted today. Obviously we do have, a soybean harvest, and then this field does need to be sprayed. Let's get the time speed up a little bit, try to get the little bit of fog disappear. Now, I did want to bring up, for some reason we still have honey. I don't know why this year we do. But, another thing is I think we might be producing too much sugar and probably too much milk for the chocolate. That's something I'm noticing. Obviously, we can sell the chocolate as is. It's not that big of a deal, but, we could probably produce less milk and get away with it. So I might consider selling some of the dairy cows. We have 42, I believe. So I don't know if it's worth obviously selling 42 of them. But maybe we'll sell like 20. Basically cut it in half. Because we have a lot of chocolate still just right up here that's not being used right now. Because, well, like, can't really use it. So I put it in, it'll just pop right back out. And we simply don't produce enough goat milk. So I think what's the ratio? I know I'm out of a lot of things in here. Yeah, it's 10 chocolate to 20 goat milk. So based off the ratio, we have way too much chocolate right now. Which obviously does mean we have way too much sugar, which I don't even have sugar in here. We have plenty of regular milk, but that's about it. So maybe we consider trying just bottled regular milk too in here. We might have to figure something out. We are producing a lot of extra just regular milk than we are anything else, which is kind of expected. I know they produce a lot more than the buffalo do. Yeah, the sugar mill, we have plenty. There's more waiting to be spawned too. We have plenty of sugar. Yeah, then we'll do the harvest first. I think that's the plan. Then we'll do the spraying. We'll finish it out with the spraying. Harvest probably won't take too terribly long. I don't think the spraying will either. It's hard to say too, but spraying is obviously, it's still a large field in the end. I don't think we'll do soy sauce with the soybeans either. I think for the time being, I'm going to keep the cycles to doing cereal. That is going to be the main priority with it. At least for the time being. If I decide something different in the future, then we'll do it, but I think that's what we'll do. You sell the soybeans as is, it's not that big of a deal. You know, it's a decent amount extra with soy sauce. But I'm also going to be taking away my precious production cycles too. Which I think it could do, but obviously I want to make sure we're producing cereal. That's kind of the big reason why I have it now, at least. Originally it was for corn tortillas, but kind of changed. Which I think right now it's fairly even for oats and corn, which is good. Outside of the fact, I think the corn is ready sooner, I think. You know, it would be the oats will be ready sooner. Yeah, because the corn up there is on the bottom field. I was thinking of the top. The top field is ready sooner, and I thought that was the corn. Yeah, so yeah, the oats are probably a month ahead, is my guess. But we'll probably we'll get more corn, I'm guessing, though. But the growth time for oats are shorter. About like 2 months. A little bit. Now, only one more strip here, then we'll grab the semi and the combine, and we'll start working in the harvest over there. Get that finished out, and then obviously do the spraying. Yeah, at the current moment when I've looked, I don't see anything for harvest next month. We'll likely have a couple of things going on, I see, but like this will have to be sprayed. And obviously that field over there will be planted. Otherwise, not much. So we'll probably do some mowing, which is probably for the best, because I think we're down to 150,000 liters now, which obviously seems like a lot, but no, 200,000. How much do we have in here, though? 63,000 liters. Probably not a bad thing to do mowing, but we don't desperately need to do it either. But like I've always kind of said, there's a down month, it is a perfect time to do the mowing, because you don't need it. I was going to look at slurry on this. Why do I not see the slurry? Is there no slurry when there's 2? I don't see the slurry in here. There should be, though. I will have to walk up to it. There should be slurry. I don't know how full it is, though. I was just thinking of that. I wonder how full the slurry is, but it doesn't show. Does it show in here? 100,000 liters is capped. I didn't know that. I didn't see it in the animal menu. I thought it did before. As I'm really not seeing it. I don't... So that's going to knock down the productivity of them. So we'll at least... We'll grab the slurry spreader and at least empty some out of there then. That way they can still do their thing. As far as I know, they stopped producing milk. It's kind of the biggest negative, obviously, with them filling up. I just thought that because obviously I used the slurry to fertilize the grass. But if we don't do it that often, then it's just going to fill up. Oh, we'll get this filled up. They should at least go a little bit longer, but yeah, it's worth trying to probably walk up to the building, I guess, every month, because obviously it's not. I'm looking in here again because I'm like, I know for a fact it was in here. But I think it shows manure for some reason now. It says slurry. I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, I think the capacity is 100,000. Not sure if it shows. Yeah, so we'll have a little bit of capacity now, but yeah, good thing I looked. Wow. Yeah, obviously, like I've said in the past, if we don't use enough, then we'll have to try to probably sell it. There's no... I don't think there's another way to use it outside, like, digestate. I know there was some mods down here for fertilizer. Oh, there it is. It only makes solid fertilizer, though. That was the problem. Which is not something our planter uses. Otherwise, that would be nice, because I could just do that, but... You know, save us money, but... Obviously, it's not really doing us any good if it's not something that we can use. Alright, let's grab the semi. As far as I know, there's no way to customize the planter either to do solid fertilizer. I know there's some that let you choose between the two, but I don't think that one does. I think our first one, well, it wasn't first one, like second one, third one that we had, that one I believe did have that option. But this one does not, as far as I know. I don't know. I think we'll probably end up selling some of it, more likely, though. Chances are, at least. I do want to see how this is. Okay, back up to 100. Nice. That dropped after the sugar beets, so... Well, I think we'll just go ahead and set up a time lapse for the harvest here. So I'll text everyone once the time lapse is done. Alright, so we're just about done here with the soybean harvest. We got everything put into the silo, then we could probably get hooked up to the sprayer. Not sure how we're doing on herbicide. We might have to buy more, I'm not sure. You also don't use much, so we might not need any too. Which I think the Versatile's up in the yard because I was filling up the greenhouse waters with that. We get this put into storage for at least, what, a month or two probably, until we have something to harvest again, which would be a little bit, so. And we got 24,500 liters of soybeans from that harvest. Not too bad, but most importantly, our environmental score actually went up, which is good. It has been on a bit of a downward spiral after the sugar beets kind of really ruined it. And not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous of doing the harvest again because I'm not sure if I got the pH good or not. It's up in spots, but it also still says it's low in some random spots. It's very spotted. It's kind of tough to say which way it is. Alright, let's see. For soybeans, that is almost $55,000 at max price, so not too bad. Versatile, like I said, is up here. I'll grab the sprayer and get working in the canola there. see how much we got left in here. I filled this up like once or twice, and that's about it. It's spot and spray. Use basically no herbicide. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Off we go. Like I said, it won't use very much for herbicide. We've gone down 1 liter in that amount, so... Oh, now it's 2. So yeah, you can see it uses very little, which... kind of the positive of precision farming, honestly, is you use less herbicide. At least with spot and spray. You're supposed to use less lime generally. And I think seeds and fertilizer are usually less, but some spots are higher, so it kind of... that kind of evens itself out. Alright, well, I think we'll probably just go ahead and start time lapse, get this finished out then, and we'll move on. Well, then I think I'll probably just go ahead and start a time lapse for this. We'll get this finished out nice and fairly quick at least. So I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done. Alright, so we're just about done with the spraying. I believe this is the last strip, it looks like. Sure looks like it. We'll get this all put away then, and obviously make sure we got everything done too. That is kind of important. Gotta make sure you don't miss a large portion by accident. I think it looks like everything's been got, though. Visually, it does at least. Let's take a gander. Let's see here. Yep, that looks perfect. So obviously, next time we'll have this field here that'll need to be sprayed at 53. I'll have to check the pH, but it'll likely need... obviously, oh, it does need pH. It landed me right in the spot telling me it does, so it will need some pH. We'll have to get that limed then. If we get limed and planted, this will need to be sprayed down here. And potentially, if we can, we'll try to get the grass field cut. See, I don't think that would be ready next month. I think that's the month after. Soon, but not super soon either. Oh, gotta love this little bug. But yeah, next time obviously we'll have one field to spray. Obviously we'll have to do some lime spreading and planting, and we'll try to get some mowing done potentially. I don't think there's anything to sell in January that I am aware of. Obviously, I'll know better next month when it is January and I can look at the prices. Yeah, that is about everything for today. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.